Mr. Speaker, I rise today to recognize the communities affected by the Fairview Fire and thank the first responders who heroically battled the flames. The Fairview Fire started on September 5th, and within a matter of hours, residents of Hemet were forced to evacuate their homes. Since then, the fire has burned over 28,300 acres, caused 2 deaths, and destroyed at least 36 homes or commercial structures, proving to be one of the largest and most destructive fires our local communities have ever seen. To the families who have lost a loved one, our neighbors who have had to leave behind their homes, and the students who've had to miss school, know that my heart is with you, and I stand ready to support you in any way that I can. In the last 15 days, we have faced much devastation. We have experienced uncertainty, grief, and fear. And we have seen the havoc wildfires can wreak on our families, environment, and livelihoods. We have also been moved by the resiliency of our communities. Through it all, I have been touched by the kindness and strength exhibited by every neighbor, firefighter, law enforcement officer, and volunteer who has pitched in to help keep us safe. To our first responders from the Hemet Fire Department, CAL FIRE Riverside, CAL FIRE Incident Management Team 6, Riverside County Sheriff's Department, Cahuilla Fire, U.S. Forest Service, Bureau of Land Management, Idlewild Fire Department, and the Bureau of Indian Affairs, thank you for your immense heroism. It is because of each and every one of you, the men and women fighting the fire who have put your lives on the line, that the Fairview Fire is now almost completely contained. 856 responders and 22 crews from these departments stepped up without hesitation. For their responsiveness and work to keep local families informed throughout the Fairview Fire, I especially want to acknowledge the Fairview Fire Unified Command, Hemet Fire Department Chief Eddie Sell, CAL FIRE Chief Josh Jansen, Riverside County Sheriff's Department Lieutenant John Schulda, and the U.S. Forest Service Chief Jim Snow. I also want to thank CAL FIRE Incident Commander Deputy Chief Jeff Vake, CAL FIRE Incident Command Team 6 Staff Chief Andy Turner, and Deputy Chief Dave Shurich, Riverside County Fire Department Chief Dan Olson, Idlewild Fire Department Chief Mark Lamont, Cahuilla Fire Chief Randy Sandoval. At the fire's highest point, nearly 38,000 individuals were under threat and forced to evacuate. And I am incredibly grateful to them for their leadership, as well as every volunteer who pitched in at evacuation sites from Hemet to Temecula. To everyone within the Riverside County Emergency Management Department, Riverside County Department of Animal Services, and Animal Rivers Red Cross, American Red Cross, who has contributed to evacuation and prevention efforts, thank you for all that you've done. Your actions have helped families know when it was time to evacuate and helped our most at risk find shelter. In this disaster, there have been countless heroes, many who will go unnamed. The neighbor who texted their friend to make sure they saw the evacuation alert, the mother who pitched in that extra $10 to a local evacuation center, and the many nonprofits, volunteers, and local leaders who did whatever they could to help without seeking honor or recognition. The list goes on and on. As a community, we can never forget the heroes who stepped up throughout the fire, big or small. And as a nation, I encourage each of us to follow the example set by the people of Hemet, to come together in a time of crisis and to always lend a helping hand to a neighbor in need. I yield back.